This is going to be a humiliation ritual that will heal me and also set my snowball down the hill. I'm a multitasker, okay? I'm making active decisions and projects to repair my relationship with creativity. Just know that my name is Drea and I'm a writer for now, but I'm fiercely becoming, and this is my journey to becoming. I'm trying to figure out who I am. I'm trying to figure out what I like making. So until then, I'm going to be making as many things as I possibly can. Tarantino makes me feel bad about myself. If you know anything about Quentin's Detest Fest, you'll know how he spent all-nighters breaking down everything wrong with his life and deciding what to do about it. And it amounted to nothing for a time. He'd wake up the next day and forget everything the night told him to do. Only at 25, and after a hateful midnight rant from a peer 5 years older than him, challenged him to stop doing nothing. So he made decisions to act. He moved to Koreatown to be closer to Hollywood. He finished his first screenplay and ultimately came out with Reservoir Dogs at his ripe age of 29. Here I am now at the Quentin 25 mark, about to turn 26, cutting my bangs over the sink like I've done for years, grieving the selves, scripts, and videos I wanted to make for every birthday that came before this one.
Finally figured out the concept. I have skipped making my birthday videos every year. What better way to honor every single previous version of myself by making the video that I was told to delete?
Let's take you back. During the days of Video Star and iPod Touches, I had created and posted a heavily edited video of me dancing as a dance montage on my 10th birthday. But then my peers quickly told me to delete it, which probably a fair call at the time. Why run the risk of fueling more bullying, right? Reflecting on that now, though, I really admire and respect 10-year-old Drea. She was courageous and she was unmitigated. She just knew what she wanted to do. She just did it, and she didn't let anyone's thoughts stand in her way, right? She was so proud and excited over this video that she deleted because somebody told her to. I think that had ripple effects about me as a person in my adulthood. And I have to get over that. It's part of my healing. You could say in the ideating phase that I was, adamant.
Could rent out a peer space
Optimistic.
with mannequins.
Maybe a little out of control with my imagination. But none of these things happened. I had 3 days left, so I set up a few lights. My camera at one angle, and I started to dance. I had to tell myself constantly that perfection doesn't exist. And the hardest part about making this video won't be making it. We have making it. We have starting to make it. And then we have the act of posting it. It would be starting to. Starting was the hardest part. I learned that ideating doesn't count as starting. Ideating and brainstorming and writing down the idea is such a miscalculated form of productivity because it makes you feel like you've done something even if you haven't. The importance of the video just grew and grew as I started throwing it back to Animals by Neon Trees. It was so much fun. It was exercising my jaimness. In Indonesian, jaim means jaga image, which is to be protective over your image, to do and act in a way that is safe for your image. I connoted it negatively, and I think I fostered jaimness, and now I resent it. And so exorcised my jaimness. And I have so much more to do, and I recognize that. Every day, one step at a time, filming in public, for example, letting people stare at me. A lot to look at, I know. Anyways.
Seeing my camera just tell me that my memory card is full just made me so happy, because that means I've been filming and I've been trying and I've been just experimenting with my camera again, and I didn't give myself a chance to really have fun before the money arrived, before the influencers and the niches and the new algorithms and TikTok arrived. It was just making, and this video really reminded me how much I loved it when I was a kid.
I was just kind of overwhelmed. It's wanting and feeling pride again over the things that I made and wanting to share it. And I just felt like I was honoring that 10-year-old me. Although it was healing for me, felt like a birthday gift to her. I guess this is my midnight rant. This is the part of my story where I make actual changes, act on impulse and curiosity on my own terms, to make for the sake of it, to be honest about my dream, and even telling people about it. It's not easy to be so vulnerable. My hands are cold again. So this is a two-parter. Did I mention that the deadline to post this was on my birthday? Let me tell you about my birthday. It was March 30th, and I proudly paid off a major private loan I took out for school. A milestone that I felt was a year late. Want to take a second to celebrate that? What up? Paid that shit off. I had edited most of my video by the time the workday ended. I was vying to go home after a very last minute birthday dinner plan was made by Kevin when Janice unsuspectingly invited me to Zara's place because my restaurant happened to be 2 blocks away from Zara's apartment. Funny. She was just like, are you sure you don't want to do anything? And I'm like, I'll think about it in May. I literally cannot think about it right now. I get there and I was convinced that it was just Colleen. That was the surprise, like that it would just be her in the bathroom waiting for me. Zara was so good at acting. She was like, I didn't know it was your birthday. I'm so sorry. And I'm like, yeah, I believe that.
I did not know it was your birthday today. It's okay. I'm gonna wash my hands now.
My friends are pretty incredible. Janice edited this insane video for me, and her and Alana prepared a Kahoot dedicated to my Letterboxd reviews, which was, yes, stressful and yes, minorly invasive. They acted like best friends who really loved me or have known me forever. And the entire time I couldn't help but feel uncomfortable. I felt so uncomfortable. I was elated, don't get me wrong. I was so excited, but this was the best birthday ever for so many reasons. But I realized just how badly I wanted to believe that I didn't deserve all this love or attention that they had given me just then, which is anxiety talking. I recognize that. But what are you gonna do? You know, feel like you're not worth loving? I don't know, I felt like the sense of guilt, like they had given me so much love. I just want to find all the ways that I possibly can to do it, but I feel incapable of showing them just how much I love them. That was definitely part of the anxiety mix. Don't love me this much because how could I possibly give you back in return all of this that you've given me? So here I am making a promise to myself to build confidence in my ability to let others love me because I love them. I want the same for them, quite literally. So I must want the same for myself. That is just the imperative. I must want the same for myself. I want the confidence in my ability to let others love me because I would want them to have the same confidence, and therefore I must foster that on my own. I rushed home to post the video and I posted it. Wrote up a really quick caption. Was not the most proud, but that's not what was important. It was 11:58. Oh my god. And then I passed out on the floor. Classic. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching. It has been such a blast being in public with all these kids. I hope that served as nice sound bites to my little recovering of my childhood self, birthday, whatever, in my deadpan way of speaking, I suppose. But yeah, here's to being honest about your dream. I love telling stories. I don't know why that was such a secret for so long. Here's to telling more stories.
I need to empty my memory card. Thank you to literally every single person that's ever said anything kind about me and any kind of creative vision that I had, any compliment you sent my way because of the things that I have made, even if it was in a small part of somebody else's video. It is so hard sometimes to stay true to what you want when you have so many other voices in your head, and when the voices around you are the kind of people you wish you were surrounded by growing up. It heals something in you, man. It really heals something in you, and just thank you. I'm proud of myself. Holy shit. And I get to be.